So have you ever wondered how pro skaters like Ishod Wair in this clip can just sit on frontside board slides so comfortably? Today we're going to be taking a look at Ishod Wair's front board technique. We're going to analyze it, break it down, and then put it to the test today to see if I can front board the out ledge at the skate park. Front boards used to be a super comfortable trick for me, but at some point I made some incorrect tweak or adjustment to my front boards and they've never really felt the same since. So hopefully Ishod's technique can help fix mine. So what is Ishod Wair's secret to doing perfectly balanced frontside board slides? If you take a look at this clip of Ishod Wair doing the front board, the first thing I want to point out is his arms and shoulders, and what direction his arms swing and how that affects the direction of his shoulders. As Ishod Wair starts to jump with his ollie, his front arm swings forward and slightly to the right. So if his board is aimed at 12 o'clock, his arm is kind of swinging forward and a little bit to the right at like 1 to 1:30. If you can imagine a clock looking down and arm swinging. Basically what this does is this ensures that his shoulders are going to stay open and allow him to slide the full duration of the rail and then come out to forwards. The second thing you're gonna notice is his hips. His hips are basically at a 90-degree angle in relation to where his arms are pointing. His right arm goes forward with the rail, and then the hips actually turn and go perpendicular, or they go across the rail. So if this is the rail, his arms pointing in this direction and his hips are like in this direction. If you're struggling with your front boards, it's most likely because you're either doing the shoulders and forgetting the hips, or doing the hips and forgetting the shoulders. What I believe is the key to doing really comfy front boards like Ishod Wair is being able to use your hips and your shoulders independently and keep them at a 90-degree angle in relation to each other. That way you can stay with all of your weight stacked over the frontside board slide the whole thing, and come out and stay balanced the entire time. With that in mind, today we're gonna try and front board the out rail at the skate park. I tried this the other day and it took me forever, and this is actually what got me thinking about my front board technique and what I'm doing wrong, and ultimately had me looking at Ishod Wair, trying to figure out how I can copy his technique. So we'll be able to compare doing the front board on the out rail without Ishod's technique and then with Ishod's technique and see which one was better. So with that in mind, let's go to the skate park. First we got to get warmed up, and once we're feeling nice and warm, we'll go ahead and try to front board the out rail. Let's get it. There's literally like 3,000 kids here, so hopefully we can still get a good session. Alright, so far the session's going pretty good. Just kept it pretty mellow. I haven't skated in a few days, so just trying to get some of the basics done. But now that I'm warm, I'm ready to try the front board. So just like Ishod Wair, we're gonna throw that front arm and shoulder at 1 o'clock and then turn our hips 90 degrees. Try and separate the shoulders and the hip, and then we should be able to sit on there and ride one out pretty easy. So let's see if it works as easily as I think it's going to. Let's get it.
that was a fun session. I'm really stoked on the front board, and I realized one more thing that would definitely help you with this trick. But first I want to talk about those front boards. So I feel like that would have gone a lot smoother had I not needed to ollie up. The ollie up right before it is really challenging because you've got to basically ollie and be set up. You can shuffle your feet a little bit, but it's coming pretty quick, so you don't have much time to make much adjustments, so you kind of have to be ready to go right away. So that made it really hard to throw my shoulders in the right direction. But literally the first try that I like got on the rail and got my arm and shoulder going to that 1 o'clock position, I felt so cozy, balanced up on that thing. Like before, when I tried this, it felt really sketchy, like I was just hanging on for dear life. This time I was feeling so just calm and comfortable up there, because when you separate your shoulders and your hips, you just like, your body is stacked correctly, so you can just sit there forever. Anyways, I definitely feel like this front board was way better than the first one that I did. I felt like way more comfortable with it, and not just because I'd done it before, but specifically because I do the arm thing and try and separate my hips and shoulders. It makes a world of difference. And this is something that I used to understand when I was like better at front boards, and then after not doing them for a while, sometimes you just like forget certain pieces of your technique, and because you have the repetition, you can like still do the front board, but without the proper technique, it just isn't as clean and doesn't feel as good. And I'm super glad that I saw this clip of Ishod Wair, because I feel like I have my front boards back. And now that I understand this shoulder position, I want to try and take it to different tricks, like maybe front noses. I was stoked that I had the one that I landed to fakie. I thought that was hilarious, because when I rolled up to it, I wasn't in a good position to ollie, but I still forced myself to just hop on the rail to see what would happen. But my shoulder did exactly the wrong thing and went across the rail. But I was on top of the rail, like really cozy, so I just went ahead and just sat on it to fakie. So I thought that was pretty funny, but kind of hyped that I get a 2 for 1. One other secret of Ishod Wair has to be this slick bottom ply. The surface on the bottom of this board really evens out like parts of the rail that may be sticky or grip more, or like sometimes the top of the rail is really slippery, but the corners are sticky. But when you have a slick bottom ply, that definitely makes front boards a lot easier and just like a lot more consistent. So if you're trying to learn front boards, I would definitely recommend getting a board with a slick bottom ply, and I would definitely recommend getting an Ishod Twin Tail 8.3. Literally the best board on the planet, no question. So hyped on today. I think this is gonna be a solid video, kind of switching up my format for making these videos. So let me know if you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, subscribe if you're not already. Remember to make every single day a Friday. You can check out hoodies and t-shirts. They'll all be below this video. So thank you guys so much for your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. To all my true homies that are still here, I just want to say thank you for gassing up my girlfriend. It definitely put a smile on my face to see all you guys just dropping all those comments. Leave it in the comments below if you think we should get married. I'll leave it up to you guys. What do you think? All right, see you guys.